Now, the next team that I wanted to talk about was the Boston Celtics. Now, I try to be a kind of objective, as much, for the Celtics. Of course, Lakers Celtics rivalry goes back all the way for as long as you can. They just signed Kemba Walker. Now, a lot of people are saying that, he's replacing Kyrie's role. They're instantly going to be better because Kyrie can't fucking play with these guys. And honestly, I really disagree with that sentiment. Like, Kemba, to be honest, no disrespect to his skill set or what he's accomplished in the league, but he is no Kyrie Irving. He is, in my opinion, there's a certain tiers of point guards. There's Steph Curry, there's Kyrie, there's Damian Lillard, right? And then below that is where Kemba is that's where his tier is at. There's Kemba Walker, there's Donovan Mitchell, and there's, so-and-so. That's where I believe it. He's a tier below Kyrie Irving. And I don't see the Boston Celtics as a kind of contender. I see them as more like a semifinals appearance team. I mean, maybe if they have a good seeding where they can avoid the really good teams, they may come be an Eastern Conference, make an Eastern Conference appearance. But I mean, for that team to really take a leap forward, it has to be on the shoulders of Jason Tatum. For what Kemba does, what he gives, he can give someone 30, but he can also, someone can give him 30 as well. He's not really the most great defender, so that's why Marcus Smart has to start next to him. It's kind of what they had to do with Kyrie. Kyrie's not a great defender at all, so Marcus Smart, in my opinion, he is the best point guard defender, or shooting guard in that range. I think he's the best. So they have to start him next to Kemba. I think they're trying to start Jaylen Brown, or maybe they are. I think I was watching one of the preseasons where they had Jaylen Brown starting, but I mean, you have to cover Kemba's weakness. Will Kemba be the driving force, or will Kemba be blamed for their shortcomings? I mean, you gotta see how the Celtics play out. I mean, I do like Kemba Walker. I mean, I did not want him to go to the Celtics. I wanted him to go to kind of contender, to be the final piece. If he went to the Bucks, the Milwaukee Bucks, they would easily be the favorite to win it all. That's basically what the Bucks were missing, in my opinion. They were missing a shot creator, kind of a great secondary player. No disrespect to Chris Middleton, but I mean, there's only so much that he could do. He was struggling in the playoffs. I mean, they were locking him down, kind of. And he fucking choked in one of the games, but they got lucky. They got lucky that was overtime or something like that. But he fucking choked. But anyways, Kemba, I mean, how much will Kemba average? Kemba's averaged 28 points when he was to Charlotte. Maybe his points will go down. I think once he has more capable players like Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Gordon Hayward, Cantor. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he might average 24 points. His assists will go up. I mean, Kemba's kind of he is a team player, but at the same time, he does play that Allen Iverson role where it's just I'm going to pick and roll, and I'm going to control the ball 100% of the time, and I'm going to shoot the shot. But, I mean, for them to, get up to the next level, I mean, Jason Tatum has to be the guy to, be the franchise face. I mean, that's why, Danny Ainge hasn't really, tried to trade Jason Tatum or, Jaylen Brown. He feels like they're the next ones up. Or maybe he will trade Jaylen Brown. I don't know. I mean, I don't think they should, but I mean, Jason Tatum, smooth player. I mean, he was kind of overrated coming in last season, where the media was saying that, oh man, this dude was leading the team to the playoffs, to the Eastern Conference Finals, man. Next season, he's gonna be an all-star, averaging like 20 plus points. And I'm like, bro, there is no fucking way this guy's gonna make the all-star in the season, because it's like they were hyping him up to the max, and like he was like training with Kobe and stuff, and then he thought in his head like, yo, I'm gonna be the next Kobe. It wasn't gonna happen. It was too much to handle for the second year. He had kind of like a sophomore slump, but I think this year he's gonna play more of a system, I guess, Brad Stevens system, where he can like share the ball and like shoot open shots. Because last season this dude was like taking fucking fadeaways like for no reason. I'm like, dude, what the fuck was that? I mean, but don't get me wrong. I mean, Jason Tatum is super talented. I mean, this footwork is like so smooth. Like this dude, it makes the game look easy. Like I thought, from his like watching his playoff run, like this dude might be like the next coming of like Paul Pierce, and like a hybrid of Paul Pierce and Tracy McGrady. I mean, this dude was like so smooth with like his like perimeter game, shooting fadeaways and like pretty easy. He was like passing the ball, shooting. He played great. But then, he got a little too much. Like, oh, like, I am a fucking all-star. I'm the next one up. I'm going to average 25 points this season. I don't fucking know what he averaged, but I don't think he averaged like 20. I think he averaged like 18 or something. Something of that sort. But, I mean, this one coming up, I mean, I think he'll like definitely improve in shot selection, maybe improve every other aspect of the game to try to make that push to the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, I don't think they would, but I mean, it's up to him. For him, as this dude is so talented. I mean, it should be up to him. Like this dude makes the game look easy sometimes, but also at the same time, like when I watch him, like, bro, like what the fuck was that? Like you're not Kobe. Like why'd you do that? So I mean, we'll see. I mean, I think I remember a quote saying that they're trying to get the Kobe out of him. I don't know if he said that, but he should take out the Kobe out of him a little bit, because he's not ready for that kind of burden. I mean, I think this is like his third year, so it is what it is, right? And then they got Gordon Hayward. I mean, this will be his second year from recovering from that pretty bad injury, from that leg injury. And he's looking pretty good, like preseason. Like, now that he's playing like what, power forward? I think he's playing power forward, because I guess the leg injury, he's not as quick as he used to. I mean, and he's willing to play whatever role he's given. Ironically, if he ever stayed with the Jazz and he had Donovan Mitchell, they would be a contender. Like they had Rubio, Donovan Mitchell, Gordon Hayward, I don't know, Derek Favors, and Rudy Gobert. I mean, that would have been a contender. I guess he wanted to go to like a bigger market in Boston, and he wanted more all-star selections because he went to the East, because it was so forward heavy in the West. I mean, well, not really forward heavy, but more like guard centric. Like he was not gonna make it, so he thought in his head, like, if I went East, get my money and play for a bigger market, which increases my money, and get more all-star selections for my career, like I'm good. And opening night, the injury happens, and next year, which was last season, he was coming off the bench, and sometimes he was starting. It was like going in and out. And I mean, in my opinion, like the only reason they were starting him was because, like, dude, this dude's getting paid $96 million. He ain't coming off the bench. That's why Danny Ainge, I guess, like wanted like Brad Stevens to play him so he can trade him. But I mean, who would take him at that point? And so they stuck with their guns. He's looking pretty good right now. I mean, the Celtics like offense looks really smooth right now so far, but at the same time, it's preseason. I mean, they got that Carson Edwards dude. I mean, that dude, his thighs look like fucking tree trunks. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. I think Gordon Hayward, I mean, will Gordon Hayward average 20 points ever again? Probably not. I think he's gonna sacrifice. Try to elevate like the other players too. Like try to elevate Jason Tatum. Try to elevate Jaylen Brown. But I mean, he's like in a good spot right now where he's like the third guy basically, which is not too much attention on him, which is works out for him, I guess. But I mean, man, I think deep down the Celtics regret, getting him, but it is what it is. I mean, you can't really predict these injuries. I mean, there's rumors that they're trying to trade for also Steve Adams. I mean, if they have Steve Adams, it gets way more interesting now. Like, the East gets way more interesting. Like, if you get Steve Adams, you get someone to guard Embiid, Giannis, and freaking whoever's in the East. Like, you need someone like that because Cantor ain't gonna cut it. Like, Cantor is elite in the post, but he can't defend fucking shit. Like if you put him in a pick and roll situation, fuck, you basically got like a free point. Basically, that's just how bad he is in the pick and roll. And that's what the Warriors are doing to him, and like what basically like when he was on OKC and the Blazers, like he was like a decoy for the Blazers because of shoulder shit. But I mean, they were like punishing him when he was out. But I mean, this dude can give you 20 and 10 easy, but she just can't defend. So no, there is no interior presence. So that's why for them to kind of get Steve Adams saying something, I don't know what they'll give. I mean, if they do give up something like Jaylen Brown, move Tatum to the shooting guard position and Hayward to the small forward. I mean, I don't know. Or maybe, no, wait. They'll probably move Marcus Smart back to the starting lineup then. I mean, will that be a contender? I do think they do have a good shot at making the Eastern Conference Finals, but I don't know about the finals, though. It would have to take, like, freaking Jason Tatum, being, like, a fucking all-star for them to go to the finals. But I don't know. I mean, I don't really think the Celtics should have that much expectations of championship aspirations because I don't think they have enough. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, Danny Ainge is a great GM, so I don't know what's he gonna do with that Jaylen Brown issue. I mean, Jaylen Brown, he's good. I mean, he's good. When he was starting, he was putting up great numbers, playing pretty good defense. I mean, he was averaging 16 points, 16. I don't know, 3 assists, 5 rebounds. Playing some great defense. I mean, I don't know what the Celtics can do. I mean, is Kemba really the stone that sets you apart from the other teams for you to win the championship? I mean, I don't know about that. I don't think so. That's me being unbiased. Even though I'm a Laker fan, that's me being unbiased.